She was once the most talked about pop star on the entire planet. A girl whose voice and dance moves made millions of people fall in love with music all over again. She sold out arenas, topped every chart, and became a name that everyone on earth knew. But now, at 44 years old, Britney Spears looks and lives so differently from the girl you grew up watching. And once you see where her life is today, you will understand why her story touches so many hearts. Stay with me till the end, because the truth about her journey is more powerful than any headline you have ever read. Britney started performing when she was just a small child, singing and dancing in local talent shows long before the world knew her name. Her talent was impossible to ignore, and soon she was chosen to join a well-known children's entertainment show, working alongside other young performers who would also go on to become famous. That early training gave her the skills and confidence that would carry her into superstardom just a few years later. When her first album dropped, it took over the entire world almost overnight. Her songs played everywhere, on every radio station, in every store, at every party. She quickly became one of the best-selling music artists of her generation, known for catchy songs and unforgettable performances. She was not just a singer, she became a symbol of an entire era of pop music, someone that other young artists looked up to and tried to imitate. For years, Britney lived a life that looked like a fairy tale from the outside, filled with awards, world tours, and magazine covers. But behind the fame, she was carrying a heavy weight that most fans never fully understood. During a difficult period in her life, a court placed her under a legal arrangement that controlled almost every part of her life, from her money to her daily choices. For more than a decade, fans everywhere eventually spoke up and demanded that she be given her freedom back, and after years of fighting, that arrangement finally ended. Here is something you need to know before this video ends, because it shows just how strong she really is. After finally regaining control of her own life, Britney wrote a memoir where she opened up about everything she went through, giving the world an honest look at what those years were really like for her. Millions of people read her story and finally understood the real woman behind the pop star image, someone who had been through so much more than the public ever realized. Since gaining her freedom, Britney has focused on living life on her own terms. She has spent more time with her two sons, who recently stepped into the spotlight themselves, walking in major fashion shows and starting to build their own paths in the public eye. Britney has often shared how proud she is of the young men they have become, even while learning to navigate her new chapter of life away from constant control. Like anyone who has lived through so much pressure and pain, her road has not always been smooth. She has faced some public struggles recently, including a difficult legal situation that led her to take time for herself and focus on healing. Rather than hiding from it, she chose to speak openly about wanting to grow and take the right steps forward, showing a level of honesty that many people in her position would never dare to share. She has described this stage of her life as a personal and spiritual journey, one focused on getting stronger and finding real peace. Today, Britney spends much of her time away from the spotlight, choosing quiet moments with loved ones over the noisy world of fame that once surrounded her every single day. She still connects with her fans in her own way, and those who have followed her for years continue to send her love and support no matter what she is going through. Britney Spears' story is a powerful reminder that fame does not protect anyone from real pain, and that true strength often shows up not in perfect moments, but in the courage to keep going and keep healing, no matter how hard the road becomes. If her story moved you today, give this video a thumbs up, leave a comment sharing your favorite Britney memory, and share this with someone who grew up loving her music. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss our next inspiring story.